A few months ago, Outfoxed was just an idea, a microphone, a few students, and a whole lot of questions.
What started as a small podcast club became something much bigger. A platform for conversations, a place for curiosity, and an excuse for Calvin to hear himself talk every week.
Hey, and that's how season 1 started. This season, we have spoken to experts, professionals, students, and people with incredible stories.
We explored big questions, met amazing guests, and learned a lot on the way.
So before we close season 1, we wanted to hear from the people who experienced Outfoxed with us. One group that supported Outfoxed from the very beginning was our teachers. So we decided to ask them what they really thought. What was your first impression of Outfoxed?
I felt professional.
I was really impressed with the professionalism of it.
I was blown away with the quality and the work that you'd clearly put into it. It's very professional, one of the most successful student projects that I've seen.
What makes a student-led podcast valuable?
I think it's incredibly valuable for the students in the school to see it and engage in maths in a real and interesting way. I also play it to my students in class, and we always do the questions that you said.
I find it helpful, I think, for adults and teachers to hear what you guys know and what they're finding out about.
Because it addresses things that students are interested in. It's focused. They've come up with the ideas and they're able to target the questions to people their age would be interested in.
What advice would you give to the team for season 2?
We could do with more people involved and just getting more and more interesting guests.
Season 2, you should carry on with what you've been doing, linking to real world information. I think getting more people involved would be great.
Maybe to not be afraid to take risks and to try new topics that you're not sure about and to really try to engage with the population of students.
One thing we kept hearing was that Outfoxed wasn't just about making your podcast.
It was about learning how to ask better questions.
Which is ironic because some of Calvin's questions were definitely not better.
I'm still recovering from that.
To be fair, we're also recovering from some of your questions.
Teachers had their opinions, but what about students?
If people would actually hope to listen.
So we went around school and asked for honest feedbacks.
And when we say honest, we mean brutally honest. So what do you think of the idea of a student-led podcast?
I think it's very creative and original. Student-led podcast, it's more of an internal view of how the school's going.
If you could invite any guest, who would it be?
Michael Jordan.
I don't know.
What should be next season's topic?
Any really like science, biology.
I'm not sure.
Some students had listened to every episode.
Others had never heard of us. People see the finished episodes, the polished conversations.
The interesting guests.
But they don't always see what happens behind the scenes. Why did you join Outfoxed?
It was an opportunity to learn things.
It would be really cool to have a podcast that mixes math and careers.
I liked math, and I thought it would be an interesting project for me to try out new things.
Because I was interested to interview people or to go to different places.
Because I have an interest in journalism. I spent an internship where I saw a company that did a lot of podcasts and I wanted to interact with other people and create a meaningful project. What was your favorite moment this season?
When I went to Meteo Swiss or when I was recording.
Calling Calvin bald.
I think my favorite moment was going to Media Swiss.
When we interviewed Chris, the architect.
When we spent 4.5 hours making a script for the chef episode that we never did.
What was the biggest challenge for you this season?
The biggest challenge for me this season was balancing school and homework and then my activities.
The period after we recorded each episode because we had to start finding more people to interview. We also had to edit and advertise.
First, you have to work as a team and a lot of students and have them all cooperate together while also managing year 10 load of homework. And it's a long process that you have to learn slowly.
To make a script and to record really well.
What did you learn from podcasting?
I learned how to ask good questions. It helped with my communication and speaking louder.
I learned how to make good questions.
Mainly as an editor throughout these 3 episodes, had to learn a lot about editing audio and voice.
I learned that it's way more difficult than they make it sound.
I learned how to prompt AI and how to use different recording softwares. Before we finish, we have one final challenge.
No guests, no interviews.
Just math. And a gift card.
The question is, you have to calculate how many hours we went to school, assuming it's from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and it's excluding the holiday days. And you have 5 minutes to do it.
So 8 to 3:30, that would be 7 hours and 30 minutes. So 7.5.
So I'll probably decide to ask Perplexity Pro with a little voice thing.
I'm using ChatGPT. So the school day starts at
I need to include holiday days as well as weekends in order.
675 hours. So 630 for the first term. Here. Okay, so I'm gonna take a photo of that is 4 months. So then we equals 7.5 hours. So each full school day.
I'll list all the holidays that I can remember. Jeune Genevois,
20. Can just do 75 times 12. 0, 1.
probably a week break earlier in the year as well. Then there would be
November 21st.
just 2 weeks long. After that, there's always these extra to around 2 weeks in total in the year of those days.
Let's come to third term. Then we have April 20th to June 26th, 428.5, 427.5. So now we just have it's 22. And then September equals 22. 22nd. So 22 minus 2 equals 20 school days. Which week 5 plus 427.5. That gives us, and my answer was 1,912 hours and 30 minutes. So the answer is 409 hours.
1,450.
Some students use actual math.
Some students use educated guesses.
And some students use Calvin strategy. For strategy, making something up and hoping it sounds confident.
That's not a strategy.
That explains several episodes, though. So now let's compute the answer for our math question. Now, we're obviously assuming that our school day length is from 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., which is 7.5 hours. And half days, which we may have had, end at 12 noon, which is 4 hours. So now let's see term 1, which was from 31st August to 18 December. We had full days being 73 days, which is obviously excluding all the weekends and other holidays, such as Jeune Genevois and Professional Learning Day. So I multiplied 73 times 7.5, and then I added 4 hours because we also had a half day. So that gives us 551.5 hours. Then we move on to term 2, which was from 11 January to 25th of March. Now, here we had 48 full days. I did the same again, and 48 times 7.5 gave me 360 hours, as we had no half days in this term. For term 3, our full days were 50 days, and we only had one half day. So that gives us 50 times 7.5 plus 4, 379 hours. So now what I simply do is I add up all the hours, 551.5 plus 360 plus 379, which gives me approximately 1,290.5 hours. And that is our answer. When we started Outfoxed, we didn't know exactly where it would lead.
We just want to create meaningful conversations, to learn from people with different experiences,
and build something that students can be proud of.
This season brought challenges,
opportunities,
Lessons and memories we'll never forget.
To every teacher who supported us, thank you.
to every guest who shared their experiences. Thank you.
Every student who listened.
Thank you.
to everyone who helped make Outfoxed possible.
Thank you for being part of season 1.
This may be the end of season 1.
But it's not the end of Outfox.
There are still more stories to tell,
More questions to ask.
and hopefully fewer interruptions from Calvin.
One day I'll get the last word.
Not today. We'll see you in season 2. Stay curious, stay questioning, stay Outfoxed.